How's it going, guys? So today's February the 19th, and we started building this silo last week. The silo builders are not working today. It's just a little bit too cold out. Don't want to have the concrete freezing on us. It's supposed to be pretty cold overnight. So right now they got 4 levels poured. That top one's not poured there. So we're 16 feet tall. It's supposed to be warmer again the next couple of days, so they'll be able to keep building again. It's going to be cool to see this progressing, but we're going to have to be patient this time of year. They just can't work every day if it gets too cold out. They want to get this silo done and then move to another farm that wants a silo up before the spring crop as well. That's why they're trying to get started here in February. This morning I'm going to work at our Kubota SSV 75. Need to clean it up and change the oil in this machine. This machine's been good for us, feeding every day, doing a lot of other work. Past 3,000 hours on it now. First thing we gotta do is take all the plates off the bottom of it so we can clean it out right. These bolts are a little bit beat up because we catch them on the ground sometimes. We have a guy in today. He's got an excavator with some sort of, what do you call that thing?
Boom mower.
A boom mower, brush chopper type thing, pushing the tree line back at this other farm. A year and a half ago we brought a crawler over and pushed the bunch of trees back. We wanted to get this guy in to actually cut the branches from higher up and cut everything back a little bit better. Yeah. That thing's a beast. Alright guys, so I'm back in the shop today. Gonna finish up this skid loader. I just got it cleaned up yesterday, and then we went to somewhere looking at the silo unloaders that we're buying for our new silos. Kind of making a final decision with those. Didn't have time to get the rest of the skid loader done yesterday. They are going to be top unload silos with ring drive unloaders, so they'll have the auger pulls it to the center with the fan that blows it out the side. You'll be seeing that in another month or so once we start putting that first unloader in, once the silo's built. Skid loader's cleaned out, dried off since yesterday. Just going to go ahead and change all these filters. Do it every 500 hours. We got the engine oil, hydraulic oil, fuel filters, air filter. The silo builders are not here today either. Definitely don't want the concrete to freeze, so they don't want to take any chances. It's crazy. We actually had to subdivide off an acre of ground and sell it here this week just to afford these filters. I want to let the skid loader warm up a little bit until I drain the oil. I forgot to do that. This gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. That's the finished product there. It's just going to be concrete. So we got our drop down chute there. They didn't get the form off the first layer, but this is the place we decided to bring it out, kind of angled this way. You'll see later why exactly we wanted it facing this way and not straight towards the building. We spaced it out that we're going to be able to run one straight conveyor from underneath this. It's going to go between two of the posts of the barn there and into the feed room. We want to have one separate conveyor running straight from each silo to the mixer. We didn't really want to have them sharing a conveyor at all because the feeder is going to be able to shut the conveyor off exactly when it has the right amount of feed. It'll just leave a little feed sitting in that conveyor. If you have two different silos using the same conveyor, then the conveyors are going to have to clean out every single time between the ingredients, and that'll lose some accuracy that way. There would be more inconsistency with that because it would have to try and predict when to turn that unloader off. Yeah, we really wanted to have 3 separate conveyors, one from each of the silos. That spot there should work for us. It's going to miss the second silo. It's going to angle straight through the wall there. And we wanted to start that chute 8 feet up. That way the unloader can easily reach to the ground. So one of the advantages with these poured silos versus the stave silos like our old concrete ones, these are just a lot stronger. They're 6 inches thick. So it's quite a bit of concrete there. They pour these ladder steps straight into the concrete. Started at about 6 feet high. It's the first rung. So that's going to continue the whole way up then. They should be able to work a day or two this week anyway. We'll add some more rings to it. The forecast looks a lot warmer for next week, so I'm hoping next week we'll be able to work all week. We'll get started with the skid loader now. We got this hose coming out of the oil pan there, so you can drain it outside. Works pretty well, drains kind of slow. We'll let it sit for a while, change filters. Get fuel pushed back through the filters. So it's the next day. I was actually at a meeting, missed the day today. They're working again and pouring their 3rd layer for the day. So this is 4,000 PSI concrete, and they're running a plasticizer in it, so not as much water in it. Just wanted to make sure it sets quick enough with the nights being a little chilly, and it makes it a higher quality concrete. It's Friday now. I was at a couple meetings this week. Not too much going on, but they're continuing to build. This is our 2nd ring for today. And the 12th one total, so we're at 48 feet. They should pour one more this afternoon, and that'll be it for this week. It's good we're getting some warmer weather now. It's about 50 degrees today. We're going 132 feet, so at 44 feet, that was 1/3 of it. Now we're just past a third. It's starting to hit me how high that's going to end up being when you add 2 more of that same height on top of itself. I'm going to wrap this video up. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see how it goes next week, see if we get this silo built. Should take them a couple more weeks till they're finished. Pull the rebar up there with their winches. It's the same winches they used to move the forms up then. They're getting it.